Good night, my name is Eduardo Andrés Pachón Gaitán. Today I want to tell you about the attack of the September 11 to the Twin Towers and answer some questions about this tragedy. First question: could the U.S. force have prevented the attacks? Taking into account the attacks of September 11 on the Twin Towers that had horrible consequences that caused tragic events, there were a lot of deaths and material losses. The economic and social instability that generated was enormous. There are very strong theories that claim it was an inevitable attack, but there are also theories that provide accurate evidence that the attacks were prepared and with many economic benefits, and that could have been avoided with the application of several programs that have been developed to identify these types of situations, and through this vein if necessary. The U.S. Air Force was able to avoid this accident by following the respective procedures. This explains when detecting this irregular situation that could lead to this type of tragedy. Carry out warning shots to indicate that the plane is moving away or at any moment destroy the plane to prevent them from crashing. Against the Twin Towers, then the tragedy will be prevented from being so disastrous. In this way, there is evidence that were systems to identify those types of situations and use them. After this, an aircraft of the Air Force had to be sent to collapse the plane before it reached its goal, that they were the Twin Towers. Second question: were the Twin Towers deliberately demolished by explosives? There are many theories that prevent evidence about September 11 attack on the Twin Towers that generate doubts and other possible causes or benefits that this attack could bring to certain sectors of the United States of America. So that could generate theories about possible benefits for other people, who also suggest that the alleged culprits and their intentions have not been revealed, and many lies have been created to cover up this tragedy. There are certain theories with strong basis of the possibility that the September 11 attack was faked and that through of possibly controlled demolitions, the towers were demolished and the events told to the people are not entirely true. Third question: were some people forewarned about the attacks? The truth is not very accurate about Al-Qaeda's attack on the United States, where a series of suicide bombings committed in the United States by members of the Al-Qaeda jihadist network, by hijacking line planes to be hit against several targets, killing nearly 3,000 people, producing more than 6,000 injured, as well as the destruction of the World Trade Center environment in New York and serious damage to the Pentagon in the state of Virginia, being the epicenter that will precede the war of Afghanistan and the adoption by the U.S. government and its allies of the policy called War on Terror. Fourth question: was the Pentagon really hit by an airplane? The first hijacked plane belonged to American Airlines Flight 77 and was used to hit the west front of the Pentagon in Virginia. At the Pentagon in Washington, 184 people died when American Airlines Flight 77, which had been hijacked, crashed into the building. Fifth question. Could the attack have been prevented? The failure of the CIA to detect the signs that warned of the attacks of September 11, 2001 has become one of the most controversial issues in the story of intelligence services. There have been commissions, reviews, internal investigations, and more. On the one hand, there are those who say that the CIA did not notice obvious warning signs. On the other, those who argue that it is not notoriously difficult to identify threats in advance and that the USA agency did everything that was reasonably possible. Sixth question. Was Osama bin Laden really captured and killed? The death of Osama bin Laden was announced on May 2, 2011, when elite units of the United States Armed Forces killed Osama bin Laden, codenamed Geronimo, in the course of a shooting in Abbottabad, Pakistan. President Barack Obama publicly informed on the night of May 2 that a small special operation team had killed bin Laden. The soldier who killed bin Laden was Robert O'Neill, a member of the Navy SEAL. The mission, whose code name was Operation Spear of Neptune, was carried out by units of the United States Special Naval War Development Group, elite unit of the SEAL, under the Operations Command Special of the United States, in coordination with operations of the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. Pakistani authorities confirmed that bin Laden died in Pakistan in a clash with U.S. military. Seventh question. Was 9/11 caused by the American government on purpose? There are many conspiracy theories that attribute the planning and execution of the September 11 attack against the United States to parties that are not or more subject than Al-Qaeda, including that there was an advanced knowledge of the attacks between the leader, high-level, and government officials. Government research and independent reviews have rejected these theories. Proponents of these theories claim that there are inconsistencies in the commonly accepted version, or evidence that was ignored or overlooked. The most prominent conspiracy theory is that the collapse of the World Trade Center and the 7 World Trade Center were the result of controlled demolitions rather than structural failure due to the impact and fire. Another prominent belief is that the Pentagon